Hello. Hey guys. Still in Mexico here, and it's about, what time is it? It's just after 10 here, and woke up, been trying to do a 3K run every day, and I brought my skipping rope, and it's been a lot of fun. I always try to stay active when I'm on vacation because it just feels good. But, anyways, I wanted to pop on here and talk about unconditional permission to eat. And, you know, for women over 40, this is what I found. Most of them are not on a diet. However, they sure have a lot of food rules. So these are some of the things that I hear on a day-to-day basis. And tell me if any of these are your food rules. So things like, I don't eat past a certain time, call it 7 or 8 p.m. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat carbs. I don't eat fruit because there's too much sugar in it. I'm doing intermittent fasting. I only eat paleo. I'm gluten free, all for the purpose of maintaining or weight loss, right? So, do you have any of these rules, or do you have other rules that you might be subscribing to? And these are the same rules that actually are the same reasons why women binge eat and they feel like they're out of control with their eating or with food. As well, following food rules means that you are actually, believe it or not, still subscribing to the diet culture where you already know it doesn't work. Okay. And the other one, too, food rules also means that you're not listening to your body because you're following somebody else's rules, diet culture rules that you shouldn't be eating this and you shouldn't be eating that. And then as well, following diet rules, even though you're not on a diet, also means that you're still hoping and wishing something miraculous would happen and that you will still lose weight or that you might lose a few pounds here and there. And then, the worst part of the food rules is that it really creates an unhealthy relationship with food. So things like guilt and shame around the things that you want to eat or are eating. I know women are guilt ridden when it comes to food, and that's what food rules are doing. Okay, you might not be consciously dieting, but this is what we call pseudo dieting, that you're still subscribing to it. And the other one is also creating an unhealthy relationship with your body. So, women, as you've heard me say before, 91% of women are unhappy with their bodies. And think about it. That's about true. I mean, we all know women in all different shapes and sizes that don't love their bodies. So 91% is pretty accurate. So you've heard me say this before. It's time to stop doing what isn't working for you anymore. Following food rules hasn't worked and it will never work. It's time to do something totally different. So to start off is to give yourself permission to eat. Yeah, allow yourself. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, it means that there are certain foods, I know for women, call it the list of, 5 to 10 things that you don't allow yourself to have and you don't keep it around the house, blah, blah, blah. So make that list, don't spend too much time on it. Just whatever pops up in your head that you know for sure that you don't allow to have these foods in the house. Make that list. Then number them. Your favorite, like, oh my goodness, if I had ice cream in the house, oh my gosh, I would eat it every day. Like you're dying for it. Like you just feel like you can't control yourself. Okay. So that would be number one and work your way down to two. So number them. Okay. So I just wrote down three just as an example. Number one would be chocolate, two would be chips, and three would be gummy candies. Just for fun. And what you're going to do is you're only going to work with one at a time. It's very important to just work off number one, and you do that until you're basically, let me tell you what you can do. So, number one is chocolate. Have chocolate in the house, your favorite chocolates. And here's the thing is, I do this with clients all the time. And when they have it in the house, they actually don't even want it. So it's the idea of not allowing yourself to have it makes you feel like if you have it or if you have it around that you're going to actually lose complete control of that food item, let it be chocolate. Okay. So when you have it in the house, you actually don't want it that badly. So it's really important to give yourself permission to eat. So once you feel like you have full control of number one, it be chocolate, like you can have it in the house. You're not going to want it that much, or maybe you do want it and you eat 3 chocolate bars the first night. And then the next night you're like, you still want that chocolate bar. So you hack second chocolate bar on the second night. Third night, you're like, okay, you know, I still want chocolate, but now you're only eating half a chocolate bar. And this is what happens is the appeal, kind of like the yeah, it's the appeal of not allowing yourself to have it makes you want it even more. And once the novelty wears off, it's kind of like when you go for Christmas dinner. It's like, oh my gosh, turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, pie, ice cream, da da da. And then everybody gets leftovers to take home, more than enough leftovers to take home, and you're eating it on day 4. Has that ever happened to you? All of a sudden, day 4, the turkey and the stuffing and the cranberry sauce just doesn't seem so appealing. You don't want it anymore. And that's what happens. So it's really important to work your way down that list and give yourself time and patience and being kind to yourself and allowing yourself to eat those foods. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know what your top 2 or 3 are. I would love to know, and how you make out with this tool. All right. I will see you soon. Bye for now.